because we got a player that I feel like has been underrated point blank in this draft. And I'm going to tell you right now, the guy who I have ranked number 3 is going to be drafted after the guy I have ranked number 4. Maybe I'm too bullish on him. Maybe I am. And that's Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State. A guy you've been seeing on the field for years, guys. I feel like he's been in college for 10 years, but no, he hasn't been. He's just been a guy that's been around for a few years now. And what the problem is with him is whenever you see him play, besides really this year, you see the guy who's not the number 1 target. Number 2 target, number 3 target, number 4 target. That's where he's been his career. Any other school, you would sit there and say, what the hell? He can't make the top, starting lineup. Ohio State, you don't say that. Because look at the players he's played with. Look at the wide receivers coming out of Ohio State. That's got to matter when you look at that, like him having trouble climbing the ranks of the depth chart. He's not going to be the next Jackson Smith-Njigba. Like, that's not where he's going to be. Let me be very clear on that right now. This kid's going to be a good slot receiver in this league. That's where he's going to be. If you need a dependable slot receiver, this is a guy you get that can come in day one, and contribute to your team here. So, again, at Ohio State, 6'1", 205 pounds, 22 years old, from Tacoma, Washington. First year in 21, 191 yards. 22, 1,151 yards, 10 touchdowns, second team All Big Ten. 23, 515 yards, 4 touchdowns, third team All Big Ten. This past year in 24, 16 games, 81 catches, 1,011 yards, 10 touchdowns, 79.5 PFF grade, third team All Big Ten. I'm telling you guys, this is the wide receiver that people are not looking at enough. Point blank, and I think some of it is because he gets overlooked because of all the great names that have come out of Ohio State in the last couple of years. I think some of it's because of the slot position. Like, if you don't need a slot receiver, you don't want him. This is where he plays best, is the slot. If you need a slot receiver, you better be wanting this guy. Because if not, you're not evaluating talent right, point blank. He's also the all-time career receptions leader at Ohio State. Think about all the great wide receivers that came out of Ohio State. He is the all-time career receptions leader. That's big time right there, guys. He's well polished. He's going to provide help immediately. He's great in tight coverage. He creates separation with his route running. I love scrappy guys that can create separation like that. He does have a low catch radius, meaning his hands and his arms aren't as long play-wise. I'm not even talking measure-wise. I'm saying just watching him on film, not as long as you want it to be. He's not the guy who's going to win jump balls. He's not the one who's going to go ahead and give you 1 inch taller at that point than the guy covering him at that point to get that ball. That's not who he is. He also won a lot due to experience later on in his career. And that's one thing that kind of scares me a little bit. Because sometimes what will happen is guys will pick something up in college that works on a regular basis. That's what happens. But when then you get to the NFL, that doesn't work anymore. So I'm not going to sit there and say that he won't have a little bit of bumps when I say he's immediately ready. But I do think some of why he won so well is because he's been around for a few years now. He's gotten some good tricks there to use on these corners. And I'm just hoping they go ahead and carry over for him. I think he will be a day 2 pick. Again, I don't think he's going to be a first round kind of guy. I do think that somebody who gets him, though, is going to get a good, dependable wide receiver that's going to have a nice longer career. Knock on wood, injuries, notwithstanding that. I can't predict that part there. But yeah, he's going to be a good player for a long time. So
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.